is the same way. Hey guys, you need the charger for the old phone.
I haven't got my notification yet.
I don't know where it is. I can go out and look in the box with all the cords. But I don't know where it is. Yeah. Give me a minute here. Let me at least welcome some people in, and then I'll go look for it. Yeah. Give me a minute here.
Didn't do
it. Your green screen looks a little odd there, Anthony.
Yeah, hold on. Let me reset it because I remember I was on Zoom. Now I'm back on StreamYard, so I got to readjust everything.
Hey, Dave Larson, Alicia, Dreams Place. All of you guys have invites if you want to come up.
Give me just a second. And now, there we go.
There you go. Now you're complete.
That's such a handsome doggy for your thumbnail there.
Yeah.
What did I use? Oh, yeah.
It looks like a dog. It's got its face up against the edge of something.
It looks like Cousin Ed trying to get lead paint chips.
You've had enough, Ed.
Do you like my full poop back here?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, how you doing?
Is that called poo in the moonlight?
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you, my poop is bigger on Jimmy's stream.
Oh my God.
Well, that can go two different ways now.
Do you need a laxative, dear?
Hey, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
I can.
Oh, dear. He's kind of half frozen. How can he be frozen? Oh, oh, crap. The router is up here.
Hey, Dreams. How you doing?
I didn't even think about that before I went live. Anthony, can you handle this for a few minutes while I move the router and let it reset?
All right. I got
Thank you. I will be back. It'll kick me off when hey, Lisa. I'll be back, guys.
Hey, Lisa. How you doing? Good evening.
I actually like these enchiladas. I usually don't like cheese enchiladas, but these are pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
No, I'm just saying, some of them like that. Sometimes when you don't make it yourself, those other ones like to use that I want to be cheese.
Big cheese.
Hey,
yeah.
I got your cheesy enchilada right here, bud.
Well, this one's cheese and beans, so yeah. It's pretty good though. I usually don't like them store-bought like that, but it is Stouffer's, so.
You telling me you got a cheesy beefy melt?
Pretty much.
I haven't had one of those in years. I thought Taco Bell stopped making them.
Oh, no.
They did. This is Stouffer's. Yep. Like their lasagna, but they had, I seen it said bean and cheese enchiladas with rice and tomato. The Spanish rice.
You can get those you can get them in a can.
Yeah. Now this was in a big frozen tray for Stouffer's.
Enchiladas in a little jar.
Who the hell would ever think to put Mexican food in a friggin' can?
I know.
Hormel.
Yep. Unreal.
That was a trait for Hormel. Hey, we can put that in a can.
Yeah, you sure can. It's not a good idea.
I made a real rack of ribs last night. Guess what it was made by?
Yeah, don't even get me started on rack of ribs in a can.
No, it wasn't in a can. Oh, you ever buy a chicken in a can?
Yeah.
No, but I've seen other people on YouTube eat the chicken in a can.
My brother thought it was like cut up chicken. He opened it up and about fucking lost it.
Yeah,
Like a
the
real
whole
in
chicken.
there. Yeah.
I've had bread in a can. That's
what?
freaking delicious.
Yeah.
The bread that comes in a can, it's sweet, it's soft, it's delicious.
Moist.
Dude.
It's moist.
Yeah, it's great. I like it. Canned bread is great.
Yeah.
I always used to make fun of it. I'd see it on the shelf in the store, and I'm like, get the hell out of here. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, think
no
about it.
freaking way is that any good. And I seen like
Yeah.
somebody buying it, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Canned bread? They're like, dude, if you don't know
Yeah.
what that is, just shut up. Just don't even. I'm like,
Well, you gotta
oh,
think
really, buddy? Okay.
You got to think about it. It's in a sealed can. There's no interference from the outside world
Well, no, I'm just
contaminating.
saying. You know, when I was a kid, bad manners didn't affect me. So, like, he's just like, you shut up and get out of here. I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't care. It was a podcast. Who cares? So, but no, I finally had it one day because I went to the food shelf because I was poor and freaking, you know, I had an apartment at the time, but it like I couldn't afford food because I was paying rent, you know.
Yeah.
So I went to the food shelf and they gave me bags of groceries and I brought them home and I'm like, and I seen it in there on the way home and I'm like, I carried my groceries like home because believe it or not, the food shelf was like right across the street.
Yep.
For a little while at least. Well, anyway, freaking, it was in another spot too. But I brought my groceries home and freaking sure enough, I seen it in the bag, can of bread. And I'm like, dude, I've been seeing those things for years and it always freaks me out. I'm like, dude, this is stupid. And a friend of mine was just like, I don't know, I've had it, I like it. I'm like, well, you're a moron. Get out of here. So we popped this can of bread open and we eat it, and it was just unbelievable. It was surprising. I'm like, dude, come on, this is nuts. How is it? Okay. And I'm thinking to myself, it's got to be good, or it wouldn't sell, would it? I mean, but you know, there's a lot of food that does come in like jars and cans and things. It's
someone's buying it.
It's not very good, and people still eat it though. I'm like, but no, the bread.
Or it's not just people eat it; it's the fact it's in a can. You can store it anywhere, and when you're ready, you pop it up and you eat it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Just man, when I saw like jars of food, like the old like jars of food, you know, like preserves and like fruits and vegetables and things. I'm like, what is that? And I didn't know if it was some kind of damn experiment because we did that in school with a jar. You know, you freaking take stuff, put it in a jar, and leave it on the freaking windowsill, and it's supposed to, you know, ferment and this and that. I'm like, Well,
see,
when I was in school, my terrarium project that had a little plant in it actually turned into my fermentation project. And the teacher said that was okay.
Well, the funny thing is, a lot of people don't know this. You know, they put bread in a plastic bag sitting on a shelf. It's all great and dandy, but let me tell you, it's just like milk. Milk they put in a clear container. What does light do to milk? It destroys it. What do you think that light's doing to that bread in a clear plastic bag?
That's why I put my bread in the fridge now.
Yep.
My bread stays in the fridge. If we're not like taking it out of the bag and eating it, it's in the fridge.
Yep.
We have like an actual bread box.
Nope.
Wait. The potatoes and the onions down on the lower shelf and bread up here. It lasts way longer in there for some reason.
Well, yeah, because it's in the dark.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
I live in New England, where if you don't put it in the refrigerator, it'll get moldy in a day or two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And even if you put it in the refrigerator, it will still get moldy eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way of things. I understand that, but in New England, it happens alarmingly quickly.
Like when I was in Texas, I could wipe the counter off with a brand new white rag and leave it wet and have it sit on the sink, and by the morning it had mildew on it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably that way in Louisiana too. The
Just
humidity.
think about this. You got a factory. You got 600 loaves of bread. There are 2 days before they expired. What are you going to do? You're going to change the date on the son of a bitch and push it out on the truck like they always do. I mean, chances are somebody. Yeah.
There was there's this family. I was friends with the daughter of the family, and they had ducks and chickens and things on their property, and they would get expired bread from the local bakery, well, from the local stores or whatever.
Yep.
Believe it or not, Hostess actually has an outlet here, and
Yeah, I would say Hostess. Yeah.
we were getting seconds, like secondhand, like the seconds
Hey,
and the freaking like expired stuff for her farm or for her animals on her property, whatever you want to call that.
You find good shit in there, though. You'd find
but
good
anyway,
shit.
we were giving it chickens and ducks and things. We were giving them Hostess cakes.
Well, they do that here. They have two different ones. They'll have what they call their day-old bread that you can get for half the price, and then for $5 you can buy these big old black garbage bags just full of donuts, bread, and shit.
Yep.
Feed it to your chickens, pigs, whatever. Yep.
The chickens will eat the donuts. They'll eat the crullers, the bear claws, everything. They'll eat it all. Yep. They don't. The chickens aren't really picky about what they eat. They'll eat meat. They'll eat freaking bugs.
Hey, speaking of bear claws, every once in a while I find a box of them. I go, hey, there's no mold. Still looks good. Smells good.
Hi, Joshua. Who else is here? Dave Larson, Dreams Place, Lysiane, Lisa.
Hey, Carrie-Ann, Eli family.
Dirk, obviously. Dreams is out of egg rolls. Bummer. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. Carrie, who else we got here? Seth, hello.
Hey,
Eli,
Seth.
good to see you.
It's called Dollar Tree, brother. I gotta make a run shortly myself. I'm on my egg rolls. My body count on egg rolls is getting low too. It's time to go to Dollar Tree.
It's been over a week since we've had them here, so it's like they're easy and I mean they're mostly vegetables, so can't go wrong.
Oh, Crystal has a new favorite. She's in love with pot stickers.
Oh God, I love them things, man.
Ooh, my goodness.
Pot stickers are really good, but they're too high in carbs, so I looked at them today.
Yeah, but I like
I'm
to take
not going
mine.
keto. I can eat them.
Hey, I take mine, put them in my little instant steamer, and put a little rice vinegar in there, and let it kind of. Ooh, yeah.
The ones that I just got come from Costco, and they got the sauce right in there. It's got little baggies of the sauce, like all interspersed throughout the freaking bag of frozen pot stickers.
I'm telling you, take you some of them and steam them with a little water and vinegar. Any vinegar, but rice vinegar is the best. And oh my God, yeah, whole different flavor. Yeah. The Dollar Tree here actually sells them when they have them. They're $1 a bag, and there's like 12 to 20 in a bag.
Oh yeah, mine were pretty cheap, but there's like 100 in the bag.
Talking about Dollar Tree, they ain't gonna give you 100 or nothing for $1. Yeah.
We get 100 wood chips.
Yeah. 100 toes in your ass when they kick you out the door.
Yeah. I think they almost kicked me out of the Chinese buffet once.
I still love when I walk up and say, "Hey, man, y'all ain't got my pot stickers." And they're like, "Pot stickers?" Yeah, pot stickers. And I explain to them what it is. They go, "Oh, yeah, that's pot stickers. We call them pot stickers." Because you don't cook them right, they'll stick to the pot.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear somebody back there.
I heard somebody in the basement. Oh, there we go. Wave at me.
We don't want you up here whining about not having no goddamn hair.
Hey, Dreams, how you doing?
I'm all right. I'm out
heard
of egg rolls. Gotcha, Anthony.
Oh, you got some? All right.
No, I got you. I'm still out.
Oh, well.
I did.
All
What
right.
were you saying, Ken?
Everybody send her a buck.
Ken, what were you saying?
I said I knew I heard a nagging voice somewhere.
Yeah. You can't go fuck yourself.
You mean besides mine all day long?
Well, see, me and Ken, unlike Spider-Man, we have nagging senses,
Is the only person I know that copycats a motorcycle.
I'll do that for her.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the new Kawasaki. Bitch, 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 bitch.
Okay.
No,
I
what-
can't because it's a double. There.
What Ken's been hearing from me all day is don't eat that.
What? That's why in the back of your head he's going, fuck you.
Hey, Gamer, I see you in the basement. We're a little full right now, but if you want to hang out in the basement, we'll play musical chairs.
There
Who
you go.
just-
Let me know.
I know, I was going to say, as soon as you mention that, Captain's going to drop.
Justin, you don't have to do that, dude. But come back up later, please. Gamer, I need to see your face, buddy.
All right, look, y'all stop hitting me. Okay, I got the message. I got it. What do you want? I already let you
Come
know.
on.
What do you want?
Gamer, I need to see your face, sweetie. Thank you.
Brad.
I was plugging
How are
my
you,
headset
Gamer?
in, turning my headset.
Oh, I gotcha.
Blessings.
Now, where did Ken go?
I don't know. He dropped in the basement for some reason. Ken, come back. Oh, I see him there. He says, wait a minute. I don't know.
He
I don't
doing
know
something. He doing something.
There he is. Okay, guys. I will be right back.
Go.
I'm going to go. I need to find a I don't know what you call it. It's the piece that plugs into the wall for the charger that you plug the USB cord into.
Oh, the power
Wall
supply.
war.
Yeah, I need to go find one of those for Ken. So
Yeah.
I will be right back.
The actual charger itself.
Some people call them wall war.
Yep.
I didn't notice that until I started watching train videos. They call them wall war.
That's why the last time I was at the Dollar Tree, I bought me an actual charger that had the deal that was permanently on it because I got tired of people unplugging it and then the charger itself would vanish. And I just have a handful of cords and no charger. So I went to the Dollar Tree a couple days ago and they actually had, the old school chargers that actually had heads mounted to them. I said, give me 2 of those.
Or
Get up!
Get on down. Like a sex machine.
With an aubergine.
I was just listening to that earlier, gamer.
Hello, gamer. How are you? I'm fine, thank you, everyone. I hope you're all well.
Hi,
Yeah.
gamer.
You know what? Can I tell him one more time? Tell him one more time.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me.
Hello, gamer. How are you?
Bad signal. Hi, Red.
And your sexy face is sitting in my living room. You torture stuff, and it's fun.
Susan's new movie theme there. Moonlight over poo.
Looks like a romantic setting.
Moon.
Yeah, you know, she's taking Moonstruck and she's gonna write it in mushy Moonstruck.
Huh?
Still a big pizza pie hitting your eye. It's gonna be a poo hitting you in the eye.
Oh my God, get out of my head, Anthony.
The wind is a gentle breeze.
I know Dean Martin. Now, come on.
When the poo hits your eye like a big shit pie, it's a poo.
Red, are you going to premiere your new video?
Oh, I can, but I have contractual obligations.
Contractional obligation. Is that like kind of having contractions?
Kinda.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to pull her foot out of your ass.
Don't confuse me.
What? You'd be fine.
Where did Captain Jerk go?
He bowed down.
He bounced.
Tripping over stuff. There we go.
It'd be nice to say hello to him.
Yeah. I'd say I'd give him a pop back up, but he left altogether. He's not here. He's in chat though.
He isn't.
Hi, Cat. She's there. Why is Red's cutting out, isn't he?
Yeah, his mic is kind of wonky.
What?
I said he's talking about you cut in and you're low. He's trying to be quiet because the boss upstairs will come down and knock him in the head.
Yeah.
He's whispering.
Oh, Ken, I like that one.
Be going like this on my head.
That's why my old house that used to have a basement. That's why I was telling you, Mike. I took me some 101 and made me a little deal around where I sit, and I put some paneling up, and then I threw some of that acoustic foam. That way I can get in that room and just go, fuck yeah!
If I'm going to send your wife this, Anthony, so you can stream it, because this is just too glorious to go amiss.
Yeah.
Hang on, you'll know. Hang on.
I miss having a truck.
Could you tell your wife, please? I'm just sending her something.
What?
Hang on, where is it? I need to find it first.
Anthony, how's your missus doing?
Well, she's doing good.
Here in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's
Donna,
doing.
I've tweeted it to you. You must watch it. This is the new introduction to this channel. It's got to be.
Okay. Get on
Yeah.
It's stuck in my head now.
Oh,
I keep hearing the
it's
piano.
when
Eli.
That's the bit. I just fucking groove to it, mate. And then every time I hear James Brown go in the background to that, you know, when the piano goes, he always does that high bit. That's the only bit that's in my head.
Yeah.
And then there's the key change.
Yeah,
and then it changes again. And
then he hollers, "Get up on it!"
Yeah.
Oh man, he was an entertainer. So not only was he a singer, he was a full-blown entertainer, man. Even a song you couldn't understand half of what he was saying, man, he'd dance around and had you going, "Hell yeah!"
I watched something that would never make me doubt Adam Lambert again today.
What was that?
It was on Netflix. It's called The Show Must Go On, the Queen and Adam Lambert story.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, I finally sat down and watched that movie earlier today, or I should say early this morning, about what was that old boy's name that did the Gong Show?
I know who you're talking about. He's got the he kind of drooled a little bit.
Yeah. What was his real name? Shit. Anyway, that dude was nuts. You know, he got in trouble for going around saying he was working for the CIA and all that shit.
Really?
Yep.
Well, wow. I was looking for the charger for Ken.
You found some lighters?
I found more fucking lighters. Between us, we probably found 25 lighters while we were moving, and they all work.
Hey, Susan, this is what you need to do. You need to do like back in the days when I was bar back, and you go get one of them big margarita glasses, and you sit on the edge of the counter, and you just throw them in there.
Right?
That way, when you need a lighter, you know where they're at.
Oh, shit. That's a good idea.
Because every night I clean the bar up, and I come home with 10 or 15 freaking big lighters, Zippo, yeah, you name it, packs of cigarettes. I used to have it was like a half a keg cut in half sitting on my counter, and I'd have half to 3/4 of a pack of cigarettes, different kinds, different brands. People like, where the hell you get these? I said, when I clean at the end of the night, when they leave them on the fucking tables and the bar stools and everywhere else.
It's amazing what drunk people leave in bars. When I was hosting karaoke, the people that were cleaning would basically gather up everything onto a table at the end of the night and say, "All right, what do you want?" Obviously owned by somebody, lighters and cigarettes and stuff like that. So we'd all grab our favorite cigarettes. We'd all grab a couple lighters, and
well, see,
I did that for 2 years because of that.
Yeah, that's where I made out like a bandit, because all the bartenders and the waitresses there, they were pretty much lazy fuckers, and they would all tip me an extra $5 because they knew I would stay there by myself and clean up everything and do what's needed and lock up. So they could just bounce and go do what they want to do for the night was over or the morning or whatever. Because, they go to the after clubs and hang out. Me, I stayed there and cleaned because I still had time to go hang out at the after hour clubs. But hell, I'd have cigarettes. There was times one time I found a napkin sitting with a drink, sweating all over it. Underneath the napkin was 3 $100 bills. and it was so wet, I had to hang them over a line in my apartment and let them dry.
But that was worth the time, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Gives a whole new meaning to the word money laundering. 3 $100 bills under a very wet napkin at a bar.
Well, I'd find wallets with money still in it. You'd be surprised what you find in there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Wave pools. I had something stick to my leg, and I looked. It was like a $20 bill. I dove under the water and looked, and there's like a whole bunch of them floating around on there. So I chased them all down.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because people get so drunk, they dig it in their wallet and their pockets, and money's just falling. They don't even know it because they're so drunk.
Yep.
And when
Hey,
everybody leaves, you turn the light on. That money's like, "Hey, I'm over here."
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, because it's so dark in there, nobody can see it until everybody's out, and you're turning the lights on so you can sweep and mop
Wow,
and shit.
the volume just cut out on this phone.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I would like at the end of the night when I was hosting karaoke, a lot of times I would just say, "Hey, you guys take care of the bar. I'll take care of the dance floor."
Yeah.
When the lights came on, it was exactly that. There would be
Money
anywhere
everywhere.
between $20 and $200 laying on the floor under the tables, or like under napkins, or you just had to pick everything up and look. People would tuck money into the condiment holders on the tables.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
also a restaurant during the day.
Yeah.
And one time I found a $500 bill, and I actually took it to the bank and asked if it was real. And they're like, "Oh, yeah." I'm like, "Put this in my account right now."
Yeah.
Tony, I sent you a link if you want one. It's up to you.
I was like, one time I turned a purse into my boss when she came in the next day, and she put it in the back, and she put a note: "Anybody missing a purse, describe it. We may have it." That sign stayed up there for like 6 months. Finally, she just threw me the purse, said, "Well, no one claimed it's yours."
Wow.
And some bitch had $4,000 in it.
What?
Damn.
Yeah. And
Wow.
ton of credit cards. Of course, those I just shredded for them. Whoever it was, I
Yep.
shredded. So I figured by now, after 5 months, they canceled them. So
Right?
yeah, hopefully, anyway. But
Oh,
yeah,
I got you, Tony.
there was a bank envelope in there, like someone had just cast a check, and it was still in the envelope. It was from Compass
Wow.
Bank. It's from Compass Bank. I remember the name, Compass Bank. Yeah.
I can't imagine carrying $4,000 with me to a bar.
Yeah, but you got to realize, I was working in a bar next to a restaurant. In the restaurant, a bowl of soup in there was $10 fucking bucks.
Jeez.
It was kind of the Richie hangout.
Yep.
The ones that like to get shit-faced drunk and not remember half the shit they did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's a.
Yeah.
We're working a lot on it.
Oh,
Wow. That's looking good.
It's
Ooh.
keeps me sane.
Yeah, I don't even know if that place was still open. It was in Tavares, Florida. It was called Lakeside Inn.
Huh.
It was right on the lake.
I see you down there, Ken. Can you hear us? You're frozen.
That's where I was working when I lived in Tavares, Florida. That's where I met my second wife, in Tavares, Florida. Yes, I married me a Floridian.
Hey, Dreams. Do you like my poop ride?
Uh-huh. I just made a song for it.
You could poop
When
in your
the poo hits your eye like a big pizza tied out the city.
I don't want that moon hitting me in the eye.
Dreams, Dean just rode over in his grave, right? That fucking bitch.
Well, of course I do.
What, Mike?
You said you had poop in your ear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poop in your ear.
Okay, that's right. When the poo hits your ear like a big pizza tied at the city.
Okay, guys, I'm going to run back and see if there's anything I can help Ken with because he's having trouble getting up here. So I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, even when he was up there saying his audio was in and out. So
Yeah. He said his song would cut out completely.
yeah, he'd get muffled and then loud and muffled and loud. On my end, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my laptop and we'll be able to do it. Will you share my screen in a minute?
All right.
Hang on.
I'm not trying to get on, Loki. Let's stand up. The puppy.
Hello.
I'm starting to memorize it. How to Train Your Dragon.
Nibbles.
Hey, he says. Hey. Just saying, honey. I know about how to train your dragon right now very well.
Well, I hope so. You just caught what he said, didn't you?
No, it's just what he said. It's just the way he just gets me every time.
I'm trying. Well, what did he do? Turn at you and shake his eyes up and go, yeah, I know what turns me on, baby.
he's like, you're the best you just ever think. Yeah, like just the way he said it, just it hit me wrong.
Damn, I can't get James Brown on my head.
Thanks, gamer.
Like a sex machine.
Pardon? What? Thanks, gamer.
Anthony can't get sex machines out of his mind.
Hey, it's a good ass song, man.
I keep having sneezes sneak up on me.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have to hear that.
That's how it works. Sometimes you can't help but just to sneeze.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
I gotta blow my nose 15 times.
At least you're doing it quietly.
Yeah.
My father-in-law would have done woke up half the neighbor because he's one of them. Oh my God!
Me too.
That's my dad.
And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God! He
when I
sounds
blow
like
my nose, it
somebody
sounds like
died.
a foghorn.
Yeah, he sounds like somebody died when he sneezes, man. Jesus.
I'm like a screaming banshee, you know. Scare myself sometimes. I'm still blowing my nose from Christmas time. Hopefully it'll stop soon.
Good. Thanks.
Better get you get whooped. You get whooped, you get money from life.
These train heads getting kind of hot. I gotta change hats. Oh.
Honey, if I had a girlfriend like Astrid, I'd shoot her. Her voice is kind of grating. Don't apologize for her. What?
Don't get ready to find out what a June bug swimming in your Coke tastes like.
Oh God.
Gross.
I fixed my coat and I walked out. We let the dogs back in. I went to turn the porch light off. When I did, I heard bloop. I looked down, the June bugs in there going. And I was like, "Get the fuck out of my coat!"
Earlier you can't have got to something. I say something died in this.
I said, "Here's the June bug."
So,
Yeah,
Anthony, do you live in the part of the country that calls all soft drinks Coke?
No, we call them sodas.
Oh, okay. Because I know in Texas, when I was visiting, I was in Liberty, Texas, which is close to Beaumont.
Yeah.
You go to the bar and you say, "I'd like a Coke," and they say, "What kind?"
Yeah.
And I went, "Regular," and they went, "No, Sprite, Diet Coke." You know, they named off all the different, even Pepsi's and Mountain Dews, and I'm like, oh, okay, I want a Coca-Cola because they call all soda Coke.
Now here it's either soda or certain parts of soda water.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Like
got
Hershey
some
Crispy.
soda.
You order Coke and they give you a tab.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Y'all, you just reminded me of a joke.
Do they
Okay.
still
And
make
this is a really lame-o joke, so I'm just going to tell you that right off the bat. So there's this music teacher, and she was teaching special ed, and a bunch of the parents asked her if she would do something musical with the kids.
Yeah.
She thought, why not? So she decided to get together a bunch of kids and see if they could sing. And surprisingly enough, all these special ed kids could sing really well, even with their many disabilities. And they actually sang so well that she had them perform a few concerts. And then it got bigger and better from there. And pretty soon, after a year or so, they were actually traveling in the United States, performing all over the country. And it got to the point where they actually were going to perform for the president. And the teacher was asked, what would you like for a name for your group? And she sat there and she thought, and she said, the Moron Tabernacle Choir. I completely forgot half the fucking joke. Oh my God. Oh wow, I can't believe I did that. When she was teaching them, she used Tab, the soda, to get them to do what she wanted, and then the parents complained, and so then she used apples. Oh my God. Okay, does that make more sense now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Wow.
She went straight to the punchline.
I did. Leave it up to me to fuck up a good joke.
Okay.
Aw, don't be so hard on yourself, Susan.
And you were all so polite and laughed anyway, except for Ken, because he was like, what the fuck?
But I knew it was coming.
Did you like that recipe that I sent you?
What, the mini dog recipes?
The cabbage rolls.
What's that? Oh,
Cabbage rolls.
I haven't gotten a chance to look at it yet. I will. I'm actually going to sit down. I've got a bunch of recipes I need to sit down and write out. And so I have them like in a book kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so.
Ken and I figured out that you could substitute, instead of doing regular rice, do cauliflower rice.
Yeah. I've got some of that in the freezer, so.
Shooting off fireworks by you yet?
Yeah, they do. The other night, they set off a fireworks so close to here. I'd be mad.
I'll tell you what, though. I was at the store. I wish they let the damn bell peppers grow a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Because they were smaller than the inside of my hand, and I'm looking for ones to stuff. I can't stuff a bell peppers like that.
Well, I like buying the little ones, but you can get like 20 of them in a bag for like $4.
Well, that's baby bells. Yeah.
And I like to, I bought some of those today, and Ken's been munching on those today.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Yeah, those are really good. But yeah, when you want to stuff something, you want something like baseball sized.
I want a bow. I want a bow that looks like a bell pepper.
Exactly.
I remember a kid when my grandma would make stuffed bell peppers, that it would sit in the middle of a saucer and look like a bowl.
Yep. What, Ken?
Tap dancing for mommy.
You found a hot one.
Ken, what were you saying?
I can't talk.
Yeah, he's in and out again.
Do you need me to come back there? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Yeah, Anthony, can you quickly just look at YouTube chat very quickly? I'm only going to put the link up right literally 2 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want Ken to look at it, or all of us?
Anthony, Or you can as well. It's the new. Have you clicked it?
Ah, shit. I'm not on YouTube, so I have to get there.
Fish.
Yeah, have you go to the field? That's the great.
All right, I got it.
Wow. No, but oh, that's right. Things are closed. Are cleaning. Put on my back here, Battlefield. That would be very greatly appreciated.
Oh, hell yeah. I like that.
And the music as well goes right with it. It's like a 90s chat show. I think it's classic. And I can edit to the point, you see where them pictures coming up? I can actually make those pictures separate movie clips. So I'm going to do some screen recordings of like you guys talking on panel, upload them all with him in the background of the picture like that. And then it'll be all of you. So that's just kind of like what's going to happen. It will look good. Because like, so for example, instead of that, it'll be a picture of Red in the background, but instead of Red being in the picture, it'll come up with like you talking or someone else. And then that'll go
back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the pictures did.
Just like the pictures. Just takes a bit more work.
Yeah.
Why is it gotta be so humid in my basement?
You know, one of these days I'm gonna show up to someone that plays piano and I'm gonna tell them, I want you to teach me just that part of the James Brown song.
Wouldn't be hard to learn.
Yeah.
I need to watch that tonight. One of the James Bond movies.
Hell no, I watched all 7 of them today. Had marathon with James Bond.
What channel?
FX. FX.
I'll have to check it out.
I just got done binge watching Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, no,
Grey's Anatomy, eh?
I love Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, gamer. They know not what they name shows here, okay? Yeah.
Oh, did you see it, Kerry? I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, Kerry, if you're listening, can you go on my new crossbow video and just tell me what the highest quality you can have it is at, please? If you're still listening in. I want to know if it will let you put it out at 1080.
All right, Captain. Have a good one, man. Later.
Good night, Captain Jorky.
This is almost miserable down here. I need a fan or something. Then you'd hear wind blowing.
I've got a fan going on. It's really hot here today. It was in the 90s today.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't
90s
like
with
70s.
humidity. Oh, is that it? Oh, no, it was the 90s here, and it was the humidity was like... yeah, I'm going in.
So then she doesn't have the aircon on. So now it's humid down here because the foundation's warmed up, you know.
I went out and did filming for my new video today. I spent about an hour in that sun getting the shot set up right and everything. And I was sweating and I realised that I was becoming the most miserable fucking bastard possible, which only happens when it's hot. So I was like, yeah I've got to go in. I've got to go in. I couldn't bloody breathe. Yeah. That's the problem on living on a little island, though. It happens. When it gets hot, you got all the water around you. It's going to get humid.
You live on the Isle of Man or something?
Oh, no, England. Still cold.
England has that
still not very big.
Any cooler there? Oh.
What the hell?
No, but thanks for the blowjob.
They could have clear across the room and blow cold air on me.
Not what I had in mind, but thank you anyway.
Hey, Joseph.
Does that fall under be careful what you ask for?
Right?
Can I have a blowjob? There you go.
Okay, now I gotta go flip the egg rolls. I'll be right back. Eventually, I'll be back on my own stream.
Make sure you turn down
maybe.
I think so, Joseph. I think so.
Yep.
I love egg rolls. Of course, she doesn't like Chinese, so I have to order them myself.
If we don't order ours, we go to the Dollar Tree.
Yeah. Besides that's just more for you.
I'll order from China House and get like whatever entree I want, and then like soup, and then egg rolls, and I always gotta get egg foo young because I love that shit. You know?
Yeah, but let me tell you, if you got a Dollar Tree by you, go in there to their little freezer section. They have these egg rolls. They have chicken, pork, shrimp, and lobster. And they're about the size of you can put them in your hand and they'll stick out each side of your hand. And for $1, them things are delicious.
And don't microwave them.
Nah, you got to bake them.
Yeah.
And if you get lucky, constant stickers too. It's a great meal.
Yeah.
Even burritos, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard, you know. Even if you wrap them in paper, you know, not toilet paper, obviously, but you know, paper towels.
Right.
What the fuck is that noise?
I was running too.
What noise?
Not me.
That noise.
Sounds like a blooming like nuclear horizon or something's about to happen.
That's her alarm.
Sorry, guys, that was for the egg rolls. Well, I just looked at the carb count on those egg rolls. Have you ever looked at that, Anthony?
Yes, don't look. Don't look. It'll scare you.
Don't look.
I have to look. I'm trying to get Ken's blood sugar to go down, not up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I assumed that they're egg rolls, meaning they're mostly vegetables.
Yeah, but you got the bread. You got to remember, you got bread in them. There's egg in them. Yeah. Believe it or not, there's eggs in Chinese egg rolls. That's why they call them Chinese egg rolls, because it's egg in it.
But egg doesn't raise your blood sugar that much.
No, but it adds to the bread of the.
Yeah.
Bread's quite a.
I'm gonna have to
blood sugar raiser.
Dream sent me a recipe for cabbage rolls.
Those are good.
I have to look at that and figure out the carb count in that, because I think that might be what I'm going to have to do from now on, because I can't be feeding him 60 fucking grams of carbs per meal.
No.
That's going to shoot his blood sugar through the roof by tomorrow morning.
I'm going to tell you, the only thing you could do, you would actually have to cut them in two and dig all the insides out and let them eat the inside, throw the bread away. But yeah, that's kind of like, here's your steak, here's the sauce, but you can't eat the steak.
I made chicken wraps the other morning, and his blood sugar went up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I need
the wrap.
I think tortillas must have a huge amount of carbs in them. I was thinking, because they're so thin.
Let me tell you that anything with being with diabetes and your blood sugar count, anything with bread, noodles, rice, potatoes, anything starchy has to be cut out.
I guess I was thinking tortillas would be like a small amount. You know, I didn't think it would be as huge as it is.
Yeah, tortillas are loaded in carbs. Loaded.
I'm learning all this. So, honey, enjoy your egg rolls, because I won't be buying them again. I will be figuring out how to make them low carb from Dreams' recipe.
You can substitute ground beef. Take that ground beef and substitute turkey ground beef.
Now, Ken does not like turkey anything, really.
Nope. I don't blame them. I've tried it.
No.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
when you're in prison, that's all they serve is turkey every
Yeah, I know.
because it's cheap.
Yeah.
So,
But the thing is, when you're in prison, you pretty much put yourself there. You got to eat what you get.
well, yeah, but after 6 years, you don't ever want to eat turkey anything again.
Nope.
So,
I'd never even been in jail. There was nothing about it.
Yeah.
Hey, my big boy.
Can anybody hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Off and on.
You guys are robotic as fuck.
Ken, I can bring back my phone and you can use that.
I don't know what's.
Yeah.
If none of these work, why the fuck are we holding on to them then?
They were working for a long time. And I don't know why they're not working because you're right there in the room with the Wi-Fi. So I don't know why they're not working.
You could always clear out the history and do a reset.
Yeah, you might need to clean the catches and shit out of the phone.
Yeah, you know what, Ken? All three of those phones. Well, do you have 2 old phones or 3 old phones? Okay.
Two.
Both of those phones we should probably wipe and then just hook them up to the Wi-Fi and use them solely for StreamYard, and they'll probably work great.
StreamYard and YouTube.
Yeah.
StreamYard and YouTube is all you need on.
I bet we could wipe them and do
And
that.
you need to be able to switch before.
Yeah, he's going.
So
Ice too.
But Ken, for right now, do you
Grins,
want
mute yourself when you're talking to your husband. Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm out of here.
All right.
Man, this thing is fucking stale.
I don't know if you're aware of it.
Hang on,
Keep scrolling. You'll get to the bottom of the page.
I was at the bottom of the page.
Are you Brett?
Okay.
Sweet. No, I don't want you in my lap right now. I'm gonna scratch shit out of my knee. Hyperness. You're hyper. Yes, you're
I
hyper
like
dog.
to shit on a mattress on a Sunday.
What do you do for an encore on Tuesday?
Totally unexpected.
You watch.
Mike, welcome to the Redneck Connection, where gamer sings whatever the hell he wants.
Oh, mercy. I think I should have stopped at the third enchilada.
Uh-oh.
Now my body's doing that. Go to sleep. I need one of them grandpa naps. Go get the recliner, turn the news on, and go.
Yep.
I thought it was my job.
I'm grateful for what I got, my love.
Like this.
You looking in the keyhole again?
No. I'm sleeping.
No, she says she's grateful for what you got. I said, are you looking in the keyhole again?
Yeah. I wish.
Yeah, at least she didn't go, oh, look, it's all wrinkly and pink.
Better being wrinkly and pink than purple and blue and stiff.
Anyway, well, I don't know.
Sorry.
Depends on your mental state. That purple and blue and stiff might turn you on.
Ick.
Well, they call that when you creep in a morgue.
Necrophiliac.
Yeah, there you go.
The reason I know this is because I bought Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Oh, Cooper, cold, Ethel, cold, Ethel. You know.
Yeah.
I want to eat a chicken in the fridge.
Care to take
Up
you
on a
with
refrigerator light.
into that.
That's like the old boy.
Nowadays.
It's like an old boy and old gal in the back of the building, you know. He's eating her out. And he says, "Ooh, this is good. Ooh, this is good." She goes, "You didn't have to say it twice." He goes, I didn't.
Echo. Old Joe in the back.
I gotta say, Joseph, that's the one nice thing about living in the middle of town. Nobody's shooting off fireworks. When we lived out of town, we had a neighbor that literally bought the big mortar shells.
Yeah.
And randomly at 1 o'clock in the morning, boom! And it would wake you out of a dead sleep. And I'd want to go down and punch him in the fucking face.
Well, even where I'm at, if there's not
they're illegal in town. Nobody's doing it.
Well, here where I'm at, you can do them, but there has to be an actual holiday. It has to be 4th of July, Independence Day, New Year's. But any other time, you're asking.
July. What's the restriction on the dates for around your 4th of July?
Oh, 2 days before and the day after, and that's it.
Okay. That's about what it is here, but the fireworks, there's literally fireworks places open all year round, which is
you have to drive to Mississippi for that.
So,
here in Louisiana,
they drive to South Beloit, get a whole shitload of them, and drive them back up here.
Yeah, that's what they used to do here. They used to drive to Mississippi, buy a shit truckload of them, drive them back to Louisiana. But now, if you get stopped and you got a buttload of fireworks from you, and you're coming from that direction, you talk about some major fines, and they take all the shit in your trunk.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, if it's a holiday, you can buy all you want, you know.
We got to figure out what we're going to do for our anniversary, which is 2 days before.
The only thing you can buy legally here is sparklers and snakes and weird shit.
Oh, yay.
The safe shit.
Fountains.
Is that better, Ken?
I don't know.
Yeah, but you know,
seems better.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, you're not breaking up as bad.
Well, we shouldn't be breaking up at all. You're right there in the room with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I know. Both of these phones were acting up. I couldn't get either one of them to do a damn thing.
Well, I think we just need to reset them and just clear them out and use them only for YouTube and StreamYards, and they'll be good.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't cleared the cache in either one of those phones since we stopped using them, so they're probably slow as fuck because they haven't been cleaned. But resetting them will do the same thing plus some. It'll get all the apps and everything.
Yeah, all those downloads that run in the background will be gone.
Yep.
Anyway, Dreams. Yeah, now you're breaking up, Susan. Yeah. Anyway, Dreams. I'm pretty sure I was a little bit short with it. I was irritated as shit with my phones, and yeah. So
No, you weren't short with me. There's no need to apologize.
No.
I never took it.
You're gonna have a timer go off on that phone. You're gonna have a timer go off on that phone, Ken. I need you to let me know when that. Of course, I'll hear when that timer goes off, but yeah, let me know when that timer goes off, and you can just you'll see it. You can press the button to make it stop, and then X out of it. But it's for the A-rolls.
See, guys,
does it work like mine?
Zero sugar
I
peach
can tell
iced
what it
tea.
is. It's an iced
What?
tea.
Wait, hang on. Let me make it big.
I can't see.
Zero sugar iced tea. But how many carbs are in it?
I mean, look,
What's the carb count?
zero. Zero.
No.
Okay.
I love these.
What is the what's
what?
the sweetener? What is the sweetener?
Oh, you're gonna make me get on my glasses, huh?
Damn straight. I want to know what the sweetener is. I got to deal with this every day, so I really want to know.
Can I find my
'Cause
glasses?
if I can find other stuff for Ken to drink besides water and a few things,
It says, "Can you do me a favor? You got better eyes."
I'm looking in particular for aspartame because if it's aspartame, I will not buy it.
No.
If most other things, if it's
I can't drink
stevia or
that shit
Splenda or
Well, you got to watch out for niacin. That's what they like to put in Diet Coke.
niacin.
Yeah, niacin or niacin or whatever that shit is. They put in like Coca-Cola, Diet Coca-Cola. Yeah, that
Well,
shit.
I'm giving.
Aspartame is the main sweetener in regular Diet Coke, but they actually sell Diet Coke with Splenda, which is what my dad buys. And I drank a few of those and they're not too bad. But Ken doesn't really drink soda, but tea, something I'm interested in finding out.
I can drink regular tea. You drink regular tea and then look around for raspberry flavor of the drinks you get.
Yeah, but you got to watch that too.
I have unsweetened raspberry drops for the soda
Sucralose
and lemon drops. Sucralose?
Yeah.
Okay. That's basically Splenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tastes so good.
I use it.
But Ken, I've got raspberry drops and lemon drops, and I can get other flavors of drops from SodaStream, and it literally takes like half a capful to flavor your drink, and there's no sugar involved, no carbs, no nothing.
But if you're gonna be drinking,
right, Donna, one at a time. What, Ken?
Okay. If you're gonna be making raspberry tea with 3 quarts, that's a lot of drops.
Yeah.
It literally does not take very much at all to flavor a 16-ounce SodaStream bottle. A 12-ounce bottle is even less. So a thing of tea wouldn't take much to make it raspberry flavored. And there's, like I said, there's no sweetener in it. It's unsweetened.
And what I was thinking was come on, brain. The things from the Hawaiian Punch. Something like that you can drop in the tea.
Oh, yeah.
Unsweetened Kool-Aid.
Those would be really sweet in there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Unsweetened Kool-Aid, sour shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Carrie Ann says lemongrass is good in a teapot. Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go check out the girls. I'll be right back.
I always use stevia. That's what I use. Because I like stevia because you can actually grow it in your own garden.
Stevia Wonder.
Yeah.
What is it? What the fuck? I
It's
just
a plant.
turned on my phone and it went to an ad.
Stevia is just a plant. You take the leaves and grind it up, and it's real sweet.
I understand that, but what's the plant called?
Stevia. called a stevia plant.
Huh. The more you know.
Yep.
I learn something new every night. Sometimes.
Yes. People used to grow in their
how to dance.
People used to grow it in their herb gardens to sweeten stuff without having to use sugar and shit. Yeah. Kind of like you do with lemongrass. Where lemongrass has got that, lemony zing to it.
Man, I might as well just drop out of here. I keep dropping off anyway. The fuck? This phone's cutting out now.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know what the hell's. I think it's a goddamn Wi-Fi.
Okay.
No, because she's working.
That's something to
You can
complain
tune a
about.
piano, but you can't tune a fish.
I can't have
You might have interference in that room you just don't know about.
It's almost like I'm thinking too.
Yep. It could be the wiring in the room fucking with it.
He's okay.
Oh, I've had the breakfast sandwich and I've had fruit. Or not fruit.
Yeah. It's not in the basement. It has a Faraday cage around you.
Yeah.
Faraday, Faraday, Faraday.
You should have seen the Faraday cage I built around my light fucking meter out there. And I told the power company they remove it. I'm gonna shoot them between their fucking eyeballs.
Why?
You ever seen the shit the smart meters put out?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking yeah, that shit'll fucking fry your head.
I don't go look at them.
Yeah. Yeah, but when they're right on the side of your house, right between your bedroom and your bathroom, it's a little obvious. It's right next to you. Yeah.
And these are literally
Here.
5 million piece.
I mean, that's the reason why when they were using 900 megahertz radios, the antenna had to be way up.
I'm not buying them anymore.
Yeah.
Explain why my weather radio don't work so good down here. The thing is right here.
Get up! Get on up! Ow!
Like a sex machine.
Too right. There you go, darling. I'm not having a wee, by the way. If it sounds like I'm having a wee, I'm pouring milk in the dog's bowl.
Some of it.
There was no fiber.
Go on. Good girl. Good boy.
Yeah.
I wanna kiss you on your nipples. Call you a dirty whore.
Great sakes.
I thought I heard clock ticking then for a second.
Gamer, I think you have a new fan.
Who's my new fan?
Mike.
No.
Oh, Mike, genuinely, mate, I'm a real cunt. Don't grow to love me because I'll just build it up and give you disappointment.
Oh, Gamer.
Oh, dreams.
Oh, Gamer.
No, I don't. I have no problem in admitting I'm a fucking dick.
Gamer.
Ken,
It catches me off guard all the time.
Ken, with the carbs, they're 32 grams, or with the fiber, they're 32 grams a piece.
Woohoo!
So tomorrow we need to have a really good day on eating. We can't. I've got to figure out things a little better. I just assume those egg rolls would be good, but they're not.
You and me need to sit down with those recipes or those diet.
Looks like you'll just be living off of cabbage now, Red. Cabbage. Cabbage every day. Cabbage for breakfast.
There's plenty of stuff to eat. I just need to figure out how to fix it in multiple ways.
So, there's plenty of cereals he could have that are high in fiber and whatnot. If you like cereal.
He cannot have cereal at all.
Oh. Wow.
No cereal. Nothing with grain. Nothing with starch. no pasta, no cereal, no noodles, no rice.
No life.
There's a lot of shit he can't have.
Yes, it's not. It can't have. It's very little. Moderation.
Yeah, but for right now,
Yeah.
My goal is to get his blood sugar below 150, and then work with it from there, and play around with the different foods. Right now, I'm kind of trying to be strict on the diet part of it, just to get him under control.
Right.
After he's under control for a while, then we can play around. But
no, I fully understand, because I went from almost 400 pounds, and I didn't start eating other stuff till I got like down to 262.
Well, I'm just hitting this head on, and if these, I mean, I'm sorry, but I love these egg rolls, but if they're 30, 35 some odd grams a piece, I'm not buying them again. They're not worth it. Even for me. And I'm hypoglycemic, but I don't need that many freaking carbs in one egg roll. You know? What, Ken?
Normally we put sauce on them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, must cover up a lot of salty taste, because that shit's fucking salty.
Really? You may be way more sensitive to it now, because for the last week and even longer, but especially in the hospital, they do not salt their food at all. And
I don't use the sauce packs that comes in Mega Roll, because it's nothing but salt.
I do limited salt on the food that I offer. So you're really used to low salt, and for some reason you seem to be more sensitive to it now. I don't know why, but that's fine, because it's not something you need in your diet with the other issues you've got going on. So
yeah.
I bought me some Louisiana Creole.
Hold on, I'm going way back. Okay, there we go. Carrie Ann, you said real sugar is better for you, question mark. I'm just going to tell you, if you're diabetic, no sugar is good for you.
Or starch.
Or starch, or noodles, or pasta, or rice, or anything. But sugar, no, it's just not good for you. There's no way around that. It's not better. The better thing is to avoid sugar, to avoid starches, to avoid carbohydrates altogether. And if you want something sweetened, use like stevia or Splenda or something like that that's more natural.
Or egg rolls.
Donna, Diet Coke isn't good for you because it's got aspartame. And aspartame has been proven to cause cancer. It causes migraine headaches.
Yep. Besides that, if you want to drink something diet, you drink Coke Zero. At least that's made with stevia, and you know where that actually comes from.
Yeah, I've grown stevia. I know where that comes from. And Coke Zero is better.
Not Coke Zero, sorry, Coke Life. I used to have a green Coke.
We can buy it here.
Yeah.
It don't exist in the UK no more, and I fucking love that stuff.
Susan, you can come get your phone.
Artificial sugar, aspartame. Okay, aspartame and a bunch of the artificial sugars like that are very bad for you. Yep. But like stevia and Splenda is sugar literally spun backwards. The molecules are spun backwards, so your body can't absorb it. And stevia is a plant that if you process it correctly, you have no aftertaste. If you just use the leaves themselves, there's a little bit of an aftertaste, but it's very tolerable considering if you were using sugar, you'd be jacking your blood sugar up. And stevia doesn't do that. So those are the two things that I've found that I recommend, stevia and Splenda. Yeah. So, hey, Julie, good to see you. I think I sent you a link. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a rule of thumb. I always say if man had their finger in it, stay away from it.
Exactly.
Oh, Susanna, would you like a sausage for tea?
Wave at me. Oops, that's not what I wanted.
There we go.
No, go away. Stop.
Right, where is
Donna,
it?
a lot of the old timer doctors don't actually research the newest artificial sweeteners, and I'm not going to call stevia an artificial sweetener because it's really not. And Splenda, it's like I said, it's sugar spun backwards chemically, so it doesn't absorb into your body at all. And yeah, less meds, less complications on your body. But if you want something that requires a sweetener, those are the two sweeteners that I personally suggest, because I don't have any problems with them, and I have problems with a lot of different chemical type things. So I mean, I cannot use aspartame at all. It gives me such a migraine headache. It's just amazing. And I literally drink a quarter of a Diet Coke and I'm down for 2 days.
Hercules.
So, but yeah. Who else is here? Who else? Oh, Joe's Candles. Hey.
I gotta go too.
Excuse me. Good to see you. Oh, okay, Mike. See you later.
Hey, Julie.
Hi.
Hi, Julie.
Hello.
So I am working really hard to find a large variety of foods, flavors, all that stuff that I can feed Ken that won't jack up his blood sugar. Damn it, I got the hiccups. It is definitely a learning process. I know his blood sugar is going to be high tomorrow morning, but we're figuring it all out. So
it just takes time. My husband's diabetic.
Of water. Drink down that water for him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, I mean, what he's eating for dinner is like over 60 grams of carbs.
That's like 20 grams over his daily limit.
At least.
Well, it's a learning process. Oh, you did better in buying this than you even realize. No carbs. No alcohol. This is a good one for me. Thank you.
What time?
Well, I'm discovering that I need to figure out how to make a lot of the stuff he likes, because I can probably make it lower carb than what they're selling it for in the dollar store or in Safeway or wherever.
Yeah.
But you also got to remember there's certain things, there's nothing you can do for it but stop eating it.
Yep, exactly. Well, and that's why I'm trying to find replacements for a lot of the favorite foods. Like, he wanted ice cream today really bad. I went to Walmart. I looked at everything really carefully. And Breyers actually has a low carb. They've got ice cream bars, and there's like salted caramel, and then there's it's vanilla with like an ice cream or a chocolate crunch on the outside.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've got more flavors, but Walmart only carries those two.
Did you see a Dean?
Only like 4 grams a piece.
Did you see it? I mean, it might be because of Arian, but down here, our Walmart carries an ice cream called Dean's. It's made purely with stevia.
I've heard of Dean's.
I have never seen that one.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Dean's local here. They're where they make their.
That's why you got it, because it's local.
Yeah, but I mean they do ship out. I just don't know how far they ship out.
Yeah.
Susan, thank you for that advice.
Bread and white rice.
Yeah.
I have to go through the kitchen and get rid of a
What time
lot
do
of
you leave
food.
tomorrow?
And
Yeah.
I'm going to donate it.
You
I've got a group that I'm on that we actually like share stuff back and forth in the group for free.
Well, however long it takes to
And
get there. Like,
hold on a second. What the hell? That's not what I wanted. But anyway,
45.
group is for sharing between people without a cost. And so I'm actually going to list basically all the food that I've got that I need to get rid of, minus the Easter candy. Because people will come out of the woodwork for fucking candy.
Oh,
and I'm going to list it as, do you need food? Not, do you want a bunch more food for your fucking freezer, but are you actually in need of food?
Yeah.
And if they are, no, Donna, fruit is bad for diabetes.
Yep.
I don't know where you got that from, but fruit just jacks the blood sugar up. He needs vegetables. I know that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna donate probably half of what we've got in the kitchen and put it away because it just needs to get out of the kitchen because it's all shit he used to eat and he can't eat it right now. So
yeah, but see, a lot of people are under mistake. Fruit has a lot of sugars in it. It's still sugar.
yeah, it's fruit is about one of the worst things actually that a diabetic can eat besides a spoonful of sugar because most fruit, like for example, an apple,
apples, oranges,
an apple alone is 40 grams of sugar. An orange is close to 60.
Yep.
That's literally more than a whole meal for an average diabetic.
Yep.
It's fruit is not a good thing for a diabetic.
Veggies, you got to go veggies.
Yeah. Absolutely veggies.
Preferably root veggies like carrots, beets, all that.
Yep. Well, Ken seems to like bok choy a lot. I got him radishes. I got him tomatoes.
Yeah.
You know this. You got to stay away from root veggies like potatoes and stuff like that.
Full of starch, yeah.
Yeah. It's, my best friend is diabetic. My dad is diabetic. My dad is more lackadaisical about the being diabetic. He'll tell me something is good, and I'll look it up, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's full of carbs. And I'll call him back, and he's like, well, it tastes good. And I'm like, Dad.
Well, the rule is when you're diabetic, if it tastes good, spit it out. It's bad for you.
Right. No, I've come up with, Ken has come up with some recipes. I've found some things, and he's liked what I've cooked for him so far. So I just, honestly, I've been lazy. I don't like cooking. I like shit I could just throw together in a microwave and be done in 5 minutes. But this is going to require a lot more care and attention.
Yeah.
And if I've got to cook on a regular basis, I have no problem with that. Yeah. When I actually spend the time to cook something, he's like blown away by how good it tastes. So, Hot Rod J21, that's really not the concern right now. He's got high blood pressure, he's got high cholesterol, and he's diabetic. So the best thing we can give him right now is lots of greens, lots of veggies, lots of salad, and then other stuff to kind of fill in where he's, protein and things like that. So
get up.
Okay.
Now.
That's kind of ironic, dude. A cooking green bastard class us cooking. and the way what I've seen from you, I might be able to use some of your stuff for Ken. So
yeah,
Joe's Candles. I actually have a food scale and weighed a few things out, like the protein that I've been giving. I'm not weighing the vegetables. There's no point in that. I'm just giving him as many vegetables as I can give him because they fill him up without any carbs. So, but like,
only problem is they burn fat. Yeah.
That's not a problem. We want him to burn fat.
Well, no. I'm saying it burns fat, so you feel like you're always hungry.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I gave him a bunch of veggies with his lunch, and a couple hours later, he said, "I'm still hungry." Okay, well, let me get some veggies, and that held him over for another 3 hours. And that reminded me.
Yeah, but you got to understand too. He's got to learn that he's got to let his stomach re-stretch back the other way.
And we've talked about that, and he knows that. But at the same time, I don't want him to be uncomfortable during this process.
Right.
So if he's got to eat every couple of hours and every other time he eats is lots of veggies, no problem. So Joe's Candles, I actually am on a program called Noom. You've probably seen ads on TV for it. They've actually started advertising. But I'm not quote carb conscious on that program, but I am, because carbs add sugar, and I'm a carb addict. And in the past 6 months, I've gone from literally waking up in the morning and eating a half a bag of potato chips to waking up in the morning and having a few eggs. Having something healthy. And I'm learning to eat throughout the day and healthy stuff. If I want a snack, yes, I have carbs for a snack, but I'm hypoglycemic too, so I actually need the extra carbs. You know how you need a certain amount of calories to lose weight? I've gained 5 pounds since I've started doing Ken's diet, because it's literally too small of an amount of calories for me. For Ken, it's a crash diet, and he's going to lose weight really fast. But then we're going to have to even it out and kind of figure it out from there. Julie, I really don't weigh my food. I kind of eyeball my food because I have a pretty good idea of.
Joe's thought that Joe Candles thought you had to weigh food, and you don't have to anymore.
Not on Weight Watchers. Noom, they recommend that you weigh your food until you figure out what 3 ounces of this looks like, what 2 ounces of this looks like. And Ken, if you don't want them, don't eat them. I will come and get them. Not a problem.
Yeah.
And cooking green, I will agree with you. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Mm-hmm. That is the one I skip because I'm busy taking care of other stuff. And by noon, I'm sick as a dog.
Yeah, plus it gets your metabolism going, for the day.
Absolutely, Ken. I will be right back, guys. I'm going to feed my hubby a little healthier than initially planned.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's a bit.
Did he just find out he was diabetic when he was in the hospital?
Yep. Because his blood sugar was real high, and they had to get it down. And then they probably ran the test, and that's when they found out. Yeah. That's how I found out. I never did anything different, took anything until 2016 when I had that aneurysm, that stroke. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, do you know you're diabetic? And I'm like, well, that's new to me.
Well, it's kind of like high blood pressure. It's kind of a silent disease until you.
It bombs like it did on me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm type 2. I've been sitting here trying to help them find recipes, and I haven't found recipes for the joggers too.
But it's hard because there's a lot of shit you just have to learn. You're not eating no more. It's gone. There is no substitute. It's just gone.
Yeah.
One of the things is you should not eat mashed potatoes.
I love mashed potatoes, and I tried that broccoli mashed potatoes. You can keep that shit. I like broccoli.
I don't think they're that bad.
I like broccoli. I eat broccoli raw, but in that form, it just.
Well, I would rather do broccoli plain and just eat it like.
Yeah, and that, even the broccoli rice, to replace rice. Not didn't. And I can eat broccoli. I can go store, break an ear off, and just eat it.
Yeah.
But cooked like that,
I don't care. I like raw vegetables, like raw broccoli, but I don't like it cooked.
Right. Well, that's
It's
me.
not
I can eat I can take a bell pepper in the store and eat it like an apple.
Yeah, but they're better for you raw.
Yeah.
Because for one thing, it takes your body more calories and energy to, process it.
It takes more to burn it than you gain from it.
Right. And then when you cook it, you lose some of the vitamins.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I like a lot of Asian and Chinese food, because the vegetables are cooked.
Yeah, they're crisp. Yep. I agree with you.
They're just bland.
They're not right cooking green. Mashed potatoes are made from potatoes, not broccoli.
Yeah. I know, but that's what they try to tell you to substitute mashed potatoes for, is broccoli.
Yeah.
What about that cauliflower crust pizza that Oprah posts?
Ooh.
Fuck her.
That doesn't sound very good.
It is not. It is not. It's eatable. It's edible, put it that way. You can eat it, but it's not something you go, ooh, I want more of that.
That's probably the idea.
Thanks for the meal, but no thank you.
One of the things I have to push myself on.
Water.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the hardest thing.
That's the thing with my husband, is he doesn't drink enough water, and he's diabetic, and he gets dizzy and lightheaded, and I try telling him, you got to drink more water. You got to drink more water.
Hey, I'm just as guilty.
Yeah. Well, and it's more important when you're diabetic, because you got to filter your kidneys and,
get all the poo-poo out. Yep.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on metformin. You better drink a lot.
And my husband's on that. He's on metformin.
Oh, you better drink a lot of water. It'll dry. You go to pee and it looks like you pissed and foam soap.
He just doesn't. It's just like twisting his arm to get him.
There's sometimes I go so long without drinking just a bunch of pure water, and I go to pee. I swear to God, the foam dispensers for foam soap. That's what it looks like in the toilet. God damn, I need to drink water. Yeah.
And especially when you drink water and you're still thirsty while you're drinking it.
Then you're dehydrated. Yeah.
Oh, I've done that a lot of times. I'll be drinking water and it's like I'm drinking nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, this is not satisfying me. This is not satisfying me.
Freaking, I have to get me some electrolyte water.
I got to drink some water tonight, so they always have a hard time getting my IV. But they're gonna
surgery, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta be there at 5:30.
Ugh, girl. Ouch.
Yeah, and we gotta leave at 4:45. So I gotta get up at 3 so I can take a shower and wash my hair and
all that good stuff.
Yep.
Well, see, that's like me. I started buying a lot of bottled water and buying those little, drink flavor deals. And then I started having kidney problems. Then the doctor says, lay off the powder.
Off the what?
The flavor.
Oh, the Powerade or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I laid off of that and my kidney quit. I was like, you son of a bitch. So, they try to give you an alternative, but the alternative's got so many fucking side effects. You best just drinking plain water.
Yeah.
Like my doctor said, if you want something in it, squeeze a little lemon. You're good to go.
Sometimes too, I put like strawberries in it, or any kind of fruit. Yeah, peach is really good. Yeah.
But you got to actually take the peach and cut it up and throw it in the water and let it sit.
Oh yeah.
And not canned peaches either, because it's full of corn syrup.
No. They do make them in water though.
Yeah, you can buy canned peaches just in water. Yeah.
That's one thing when I found out I was diabetic, it's like all the fruits.
Yeah.
I know.
That would kill me because me and my strawberries.
I love strawberries too.
Oh, by the way, I got some. And whipped cream.
Enjoy tonight,
Hey,
girl.
Julie.
Oh, I got to make sure and eat it before midnight.
Hey,
Yeah.
Julie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right there at your strawberries. Oh, and this is for your whipped cream.
Yeah, I got
Oh.
pretty girl.
That one time I had surgery, my surgery wasn't until like 3:30 in the afternoon. And I was so famished by the time, my surgery was over because I hadn't eaten since midnight.
Well, I hate when they make you starve like that. They come in there after the procedure. Is there anything you want? Yeah, a fucking steak, a big fucking piece of apple pie. I can get you a burger. I don't know why, but I said, hey, burger's close enough.
One of the things I had to give up about being diabetic is white rice with milk and sugar and cinnamon.
Oh, yeah. White rice, period, what is that for?
I love that fucking, that's like that used to be my dessert, rice, butter,
it's
sugar.
good. Yeah.
It's
I
kind of
haven't
like
had that for a long time.
kind of like a quick and easy rice pudding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't had that for a long time. It's a good idea.
Something I haven't had since before this happened to me is blueberry
Julie.
blintz.
Yeah.
Julie, don't take
I
this
haven't
long,
had
but
good blintz in a long time.
I hope a rice kernel gets caught in the back of your throat. Yeah.
I can't eat it anymore, so
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I hope she walks around going,
Furball.
Get down. I don't want you up there. No.
that's like, well, I tell you what, I haven't had a long time, and I love to eat fucking good old hot bowl of bread pudding.
Oh. Pour some milk on it.
I go into places here that they make it homemade and it's sitting right there, and they put them in those nice little white dishes and sit right there in front of you, and I got to walk back and go,
You know what I love? We went to Texas Roadhouse the other night, and they have those homemade hot rolls with the butter and with the butter with cinnamon in it. Ooh, that was good.
Diabetic people say, fuck you.
I used to like you, Julie.
Me too.
I'm getting hated tonight.
It's Julie's turn. Fuck you.
I can take it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard. I mean, I've been fighting this since 2016. I still have struggled, man.
Yeah, it is. It's hard. And
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
see
worse
everybody
when
else around you just fucking shoveling it in. You're like, fuck it, give me a plate.
or when you're told you can't have something too, that makes you want it even more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially a guy like me, I hate someone tell me no. Or I can't do it. Because I'm going to do it just to prove you wrong.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like him doctor says, well, you don't have that surgery. You're not going to get out of that wheelchair. Watch me, bitch.
I'm the same way. I had major surgery on my leg, and they even thought they might have to amputate part of my leg. And I'm like, so once I got out, I'm like, watch me, I'm going to walk.
I tell my doctor all the time when I go see him, he still cries about it because he's like, I just can't believe. I said, well, you left one factor out. He said, what's that, God? I said, well, not just that. I said, I'm a stubborn motherfucker.
Yep.
And I said, I can't run worth shit because if I try to take off in a full-blown run, I look like a drunk. But I can walk and walk fast.
Yeah.
Now, if I try to run full-blown run, I look like 3-day drunk trying to run.
Yeah, my balance is off sometimes because between the rods and my legs and stuff, it's like one's, I'm not even. I'm a little off kilter.
Yeah. I need some Ford tractor weights on this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Susan, you're sitting there smoking a cigarette with a little poop over your shoulder.
That's my oh, what the fuck did I call it earlier? Wow, I just went brain dead.
Right, guys, I'm
Instead
gonna
of-
go because I want to eat. But I'll speak to you in chat. Thank you for having me up.
All right,
Bye, gamer.
God bless.
it's
You too.
not a moon set; it's a poop set.
A poop
Yeah.
moon. Poop set.
Well, see, if she
Oh,
would have
it's
blew
fun.
the smoke the right way, we could have said it was a foggy day.
Yeah. Or it looked like the poop is smoking.
Smoking turd.
Oh, come on. That's not.
Oh. So how's Ken's back, Susan?
It seems to be better than today, but I honestly don't know. He hasn't really told me. But I'm trying not to say, hey, what is your pain level out of 10? Because he got sick of that question, so I quit asking. I don't honestly know.
Do like I did in IC. Mr. Kenner, what's your pain level today? I go, right there.
Is it better than before surgery?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, good.
He can. Okay, let me put it this way. He grew 3 inches. And I'm not talking about his fucking dick.
You meant height. In height, people.
In height, 3 inches.
Whoa.
He's literally standing up straight for the first time in 3 years.
That's amazing.
It blew my mind because the nurse, he was on a live stream, I think, the night of surgery. Yeah, he did a live stream the night of surgery.
Yeah, I was on that night.
But it was aiming towards the bathroom, which is where he was heading. And I saw him walk into the bathroom. I was like, holy shit. He literally grew 3 inches. I've not seen him stand straight in over 3 years.
That's great.
But unfortunately, the sciatic nerve problems are still there.
It might take a while for that.
Yeah, I think that's because
it's irritated.
And they filled all the prescriptions, including the ones we told them not to fill.
Oh, jeez.
Fuckers. Cost us fucking an extra $80, even though we told them not to fill it. They fucking filled the shit, and we got it when we got home, and I was like, really? Now I have an extra glucometer, strips.
Well, that's not such a bad thing, though.
But it was $80 for the fucking strips.
Oh, the strips are expensive. That's yeah.
The one the glucometer that I bought, Ken, $20 for 100 strips.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and they fucking put one in the bag that the glucometer was, quote, free.
Yeah, that's where they get you.
For the pack of strips, and I'm like, can I bring these back? We told the nurse not to give them. I don't want them. We don't need them. We haven't opened them. No, you can't bring them back. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's not right.
That's just another way for the fucking hospital to make money.
Get money, yeah.
It kind of pisses me off, but
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, it's irritating. Because I was very clear with the nurse, do not call in the prescription for the glucometer. We don't need it.
Yeah.
And they look at you, okay. Yeah.
And they do it anyway.
Yep. Well, I was on a live stream with the dude. So I said it 3 times. I don't know how he could have misunderstood me, but whatever.
Yeah, Chuck got a glucometer through, it was like a Walgreens brand one.
Yeah.
And the strips are so much cheaper
for
that one than like the name brand ones,
Well, I used to buy, a long time ago, I bought a Walmart brand glucometer that was $10.95, and the strips were $10.95 for 100.
That's really cheap.
They don't sell that anymore. I went to Walmart and got a Rely-On brand glucometer, and 100 strips are $19.95.
Yeah.
That's really not bad for 100 strips.
That's kind of their brand, though, that Rely-On.
About 20 days.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah, me either, gamer, and I love Cheerios.
And when they filled all his prescriptions and gave them to us at the pharmacy, they didn't bother to say, oh, by the way, here's one we can't fill here. They just tucked everything in the bag, and I just started pulling stuff out of the bag and didn't look at the paperwork. And like yesterday, I realized, oh shit, they didn't fill one of us prescriptions, and it's an anti-inflammatory.
Oh.
And then today, I was so busy doing other shit that I completely forgot to get it. So tomorrow, I have to go get it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I wish I could have Honey Nut Cheerios every morning for breakfast, but I'd be at the doctor going, hey, doc, it's me again. Oh, my blood sugar is only 680. I'm good.
My husband's has been that high before. Oh, my God.
Man,
But his A1C went from 11 down to 9.
Well, Ken's
That's
A1C,
really good.
Ken's A1C was only 8 to fucking start with, and they put him on a long-acting insulin and a short-acting insulin. 2 different insulin pens for 8.
Yeah.
Everyone that I talk to, my dad is diabetic, my best friend is diabetic, several other people that I know are diabetic, and they're all like, he should have been taking pills. There's no
they did
for the shots.
Hell, they put me on metformin when I was at 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he actually has an appointment on Thursday.
I mean, it's 1,000 milligrams, but it's a pill.
He has an appointment on Thursday with his family doctor who sees him regularly, because I'm sorry, a hospital doctor, they see one number.
Yeah.
They do not take into account that he was drinking heavily the night before.
Yep.
And for the entire month before, he didn't tell me this until yesterday. He was literally having 4 ice cream bars a day.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So his sugar content was like,
Yeah.
What's his blood sugar in the hospital?
In the hospital, the first one was 360.
Yeah.
It went down to the 200s. Well, we've had it at as low as, I want to say 117, but I'm not sure that's right. But we've had it within range repeatedly, unless he eats something full of carbs.
Yeah.
And then it goes up. And he quit. I fucked up on the long-acting insulin 2 days ago. Well, 3 days ago.
3 days ago, yeah.
He literally started, because I got the pens mixed up. I put the short-acting in the fridge, gave him the long-acting. So he was like taking small doses of the long-acting all day, 3 days.
Oh, my God.
And it was literally like 15 milligrams or 15 units, like a couple times a day.
Oh,
But then 2 days ago in the morning, I'm like, okay, dude, you have to do 50 units. And he did the 50 units.
Yeah.
And then suddenly my brain went, wait a minute, look at what you've been charting. And I realized, because this was the day after he got out of the day after he got home, and I looked at it and I'm like, oh shit, I just gave him 50 minutes of the short acting. And I looked at him, I'm like, okay, dude, now that you've taken that, get dressed because we're going to the emergency room. He's like, what? I'm like, I just fucked up on your meds. And I just gave you 50 units of short acting insulin. We have to go to the emergency room. He didn't like it. He argued with me all the way there. But when I got there, and I told the nurse what I'd done, she pointed at the wheelchair and said, "Get in."
Yeah, because remember what happened to my husband this winter when his blood sugar got down to 15.
Yeah, and they watched his blood sugar in it, but I grabbed a half gallon of orange juice, like before we left the house, and I handed it to him. I shoved it in his hand. I said, "Chug this." And he kept smoking his cigarette. I'm like, "No, drink your orange juice. Take a drink, take a drink, take a drink." I was pissing him off, but I didn't care. I wanted him to drink that fucking orange juice. And by the time he got out of the emergency room, the nurse came out, wheeled him out, and said, "That orange juice was the smartest thing you could have done. If you hadn't have done that, we would have had to do a lot more."
Yeah.
Basically, all he needed was to be monitored. And I think they gave him a touch of glucose, but not much. And he was good. But now today is kind of the day where I can say, okay, he's got no extra insulin. He's got no extra glucose. Everything is even. We can start figuring out from here.
Yeah.
And
it takes a while to figure everything out.
And I'm sorry, but I kind of assumed that the egg rolls were going to be healthy because they're mostly cabbage.
Oh, it's probably the roll
on the outside.
Yeah.
It's the bread. Yeah.
And 35 grams of carbs per egg roll, and he usually eats 3. He ate 1 and texted me, said, "I don't want the other one. Get me some soup, get me some other stuff." I need to go do that, but yeah, it's amazing he said they didn't do anything but put an IV in.
They probably had glucose in the IV though.
They had straight saline in the IV.
Oh really? They didn't bolus it or anything?
So the orange juice, the half gallon of orange juice that he literally drank between our house and probably the first hour of the emergency room. And then they gave him a sandwich. And between all of that, his blood sugar went down pretty quickly, but it didn't crash.
Yeah.
And so they let him out after about 4 hours. And so today or tomorrow is really the first day that I can say, okay, we can start a pattern.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, we're just figuring this all out. I honestly thought those egg rolls were going to be low in carbs. And I looked at them, they were fucking 35 grams a piece.
You could take the shell off and eat the inside.
But the shell is
not as good, though. I know.
So,
like I said earlier, that's like giving me steak and steak sauce and say, "Here's the sauce, but you can't eat the steak."
or here's the steak, you can't have the sauce with it. Because and he ate 1 egg roll, and he called me back there. He's like, "This is so fucking salty, I can't eat it." And I'm like, "What do you mean? You've been eating them for months?" And he said, "But I've been putting dip on them."
Oh, yeah.
And I can't have the dip at all.
Yeah.
Now I can taste what they actually taste like. And they're fucking salty as fuck. And he does not salt his food at all.
Yeah.
Where do you guys get those egg rolls? Is it Dollar?
The egg rolls are Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, but you got to understand, anything that's processed, unless it says different, is full of sodium to preserve it. So.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why you got canned goods that say low sodium.
Yeah.
Or no salt. Yeah.
And I tried to find, what was it? No salt. What the fuck was it? I want to say canned tomatoes. And all
I thought they made those.
Was 35% less salt.
Oh.
No, they do have some with no salt, but they're hard to find. I know here there's only one place at Brookshire's I can actually find tomatoes that have no salt, no sodium.
See, I would like that because he's also they put him on 2 meds for his blood pressure, 2 meds for his cholesterol, and 2 meds for his blood sugar. His blood sugar, his A1C was only 8.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but the 2 insulins to me is overkill.
Yeah, I think so too.
His
But
triglycerides were a little bit above normal, but not like, okay, my triglycerides 4 years ago were so far up that they were off the chart. I brought them down to normal without medication.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
why do you have him on 2 cholesterol meds? And then
What was his blood pressure?
I don't know what it was in the hospital, but he was in pain. He's never been in a hospital before, so he was scared to death.
Yeah.
And they take his blood pressure right when he gets in there and say, "Oh, you've got high blood pressure," and they throw him on blood pressure pills.
Yeah, that's not good.
But
And
you got to remember, some people have what they call white coat syndrome too.
My mom has that.
what is
She
that?
does. It's
You're
when
scared of people in a white coat, doctor's lab.
and when you know they're going to take your blood pressure, you get stressed out about it because you have high blood pressure, so then it goes up even higher because you're worried about it. Yeah.
You stress yourself.
I'll
in
be
other
right
words.
back, guys.
Yeah.
Ken actually asked me to come back and take his blood pressure because he's kind of concerned about the fact that he's so hypersensitive to salt.
Yeah.
So maybe that's his body telling him something.
Yeah, well,
Well,
never know.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go take a blood pressure.
Okay.
Carrie Ann, they're literally sold by our dollar store, which means nothing is over $1 in the store. They're good sized. To me, they're yummy tasting, but they're Imperial Garden brand. I don't know if that helps you, but basically Chinese spring rolls. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. But
Well, spring
rolls,
they're better for you, though, I think.
well, spring
Yeah,
rolls are actually better than egg rolls.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Spring
saying.
rolls do not have any egg products in them. An egg can drive up your cholesterol and your blood pressure.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, a spring roll does have one thing in it. The dough that wraps it is made of rice, so it's full of starch.
Yeah.
I got
But there's not much to it, though. It's pretty.
No, it's real.
Well,
It's real.
it was enough to drive. I mean, just the
The
tortillas.
spring.
The
We're talking about the spring
tortillas that I
rolls.
fed Ken yesterday. I made chicken wraps, flour tortillas. He got 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
His blood sugar went up.
Yeah.
I was talking about the spring rolls. I mean, you can literally almost see through the.
Yeah.
Right. Real
Yeah.
thin. An egg roll. Heavy. Egg roll's heavy with breading.
Yeah.
Breading, and it's basically cabbage and carrot and onion and a meat of your choice, or you can just have pure veg. Oh, and soybean.
We don't have. We have Dollar Generals. We have dollar stores, but I don't think we have a Dollar General.
A Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. Sorry.
A Dollar Tree is owned by Dollar General. Just to let
Really?
you know.
So do they both? But I'll have to go to the one because last time I went, they didn't have any refrigerated stuff at all or frozen.
No, not all of them do. Not all of them
Yeah.
do. It's only certain ones. See, at first we only had like one that had a freezer part. Now it's like every one of them have it.
I'll have to check though.
I guess they tried it in the one and it worked so good they just put them in all of them.
Yeah. Well, there's one by us that's new, so I should try that one. I guess I won't be able to for a while now.
In fact,
But-
not far from where I used to live, they had a Dollar General grocery store.
Oh, really?
You know how like Walmart has their little green Walmart grocery store? Well, Dollar General opened a few actual grocery store.
Huh.
I guess trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It does okay, but it's not like a big variety grocery store. You know what I'm talking about? It's just the cheap shit.
It reminds me of like in my hometown, when the first Aldi's came to town. This was a long time ago. This was before they had any refrigerated or frozen. All they had was cans, stuff, and dry. Yeah.
Well,
and it wasn't very big.
I love Aldi's. Where I moved from Indiana, that's where I used to go. Aldi's, man. It was right down the road. I love that place.
Yeah, we got several of them near
but
where I live.
Here, we don't have Aldi's, but we have Ollie's, and then we have then Save a Lot.
Oh, Save a Lot.
Of course, the only bad thing about Save a Lot, you bag your own shit.
Yeah.
But that's how they keep costs down.
Yeah. When I was in college, I worked at a grocery store called Econo Foods. And it was like a big, huge store, you know. Yeah. And it was that's how it was there. You had to buy the bags.
Yeah, if you wanted.
And you had to bag your own. So
the same way with Save a Lot.
Yeah.
Of course, what I usually do is save all my Walmart bags and shit, and I put them in coffee cans, and I stick them. And then when I check out, I put everything back in the buggy, wheel it out to the car, and then I bag it while I'm in the back of the car. You know, bag it out of the buggy and throw it in the trunk. Yeah.
You know what I think's funny?
Saves you money. You know?
Down south, you call them buggies. But we call them shopping carts.
Yeah.
To me, I think a buggy like a baby buggy.
Well, the reason we call them buggies because half the time people use them like buggies because the homeless people, you know, love using the shit. Yeah. Especially
those tall ones, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll have 3 or 4 of them tied together going down the road like a train. Well, they used to.
Now they monitor it more.
Well, our homeless population went down real fast.
Why?
Just city and the city council got tired of it because they were trashing places, shitting in places they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
They got to where they were trying to put porta potties out there for them to use, but they'd have like 4 or 5 of them in a little circle and still going in the porta pot. They go in the back of the porta pots and shit on the ground. I'm like,
oh.
Yeah. I'm like, you fucking retards.
That's horrible.
Yeah, you know, the city tried to accommodate them, and then eventually they built housings for them. And the ones they could get there, and they got there, and the other ones they told them hit the road. You know, you're not welcomed. Yeah. Because the ones that wanted help, they helped. The ones that just wanted to be a bum, they said you're not going to do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in college, my friends and I were walking home from a bar, and one of my friends had a bottle and he threw it over. We were going over a bridge and he threw it over the bridge, and all of a sudden we hear this, ow! And there was a homeless person down below, and when he threw it, it hit him.
Square in the head, Well, that's like a lot of our highways had those crosswalks, you know, for people to cross. They had to tear them all down because of fucking stupid kids.
Well, they put like covers over, like.
Well, they did that too, but they would start cutting it with bolt cutters to throw.
Are you kidding me?
No, there's the hard.
Well, on Interstate 80 goes right by where I live, and one night, some kids threw like a big rock over, and it hit the lady's windshield and killed her. Yeah,
that's what they were doing here. They were throwing chunks of brick. Then sometimes they go there and clip a big piece of the fence and let it slide down in the front of somebody's vehicle. God. You know, and you're driving down the interstate doing 70, all of a sudden chain link fence goes in the front of the car.
Yeah, exactly. Because like Interstate 80, I mean, people fly on that, you know. It goes all the way across the U.S.
Eventually, when they come in and repair, they just tore them down.
Yeah, that's too bad. I think a big reason why they put them on is so people wouldn't jump off the bridges.
Yeah.
Because there actually was a guy that committed suicide.
That to prevent you from throwing shit over, too.
Yeah.
But like I said, they started cutting big squares out of it to make little windows. Or they go up there with BB guns.
Ouch.
And hang them in the chain link. Yeah.
They need to find something better to do, obviously.
Yeah, it's called kick their parents in the fucking ass.
Well, the parents need to kick them in the ass.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. So until they do, you kick them in the ass.
Yeah. It just, there's a lot of kids that aren't taught well.
Don't get me wrong. We did some crazy shit, but we was way out in the woods. We
Exactly.
we wouldn't hurt anybody but ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I need to go because I got to get up so early in the morning. So it was good talking to you guys.
Sending prayers, Julie.
Thank you. I'll let you know how I'm doing tomorrow.
Yep.
Sleep well, everybody.
All right. See you
later.
All right. Just us, huh?
Yeah. Back to the 3 amigos. Or 2.5 amigos, because one's kind of missing at the time. See, the floating turd's still there, so it's 2.5.
Away from D. I had to leave real quick. I got really sick really quick. Never trust a fart when you're in your 50s.
What are you talking about? I didn't trust a fart when I was in my 40s.
It's embarrassing when somebody you love has to clean you up.
Yeah, but hey, at least he does it.
It's embarrassing. I got so much pride.
Yeah, but it's your mate. You shouldn't be embarrassed. Yeah. That's that part of that contract that says in sickness or in health, do you fart? Yeah. A lot of people get that part.
We've been married almost 23 years.
Yep. It's good. Okay.
I'm the only
on our 5 years, but we've been knowing each other for 30. So
my mom always tells me, "I'm so proud of you guys for sticking it out." Well,
that's easy when you don't listen to your dumbass family and so-called friends.
oh yeah. Really grateful for my mom. I think we would have been divorced several times over if it wasn't for her, huh?
Yeah.
She's been your advocate too when I've been a bitch to you, and she's like, "You better apologize to him. That wasn't nice."
Well, I put up with the shit, but being nasty and mean toward me will not go far. Because I've told plenty of them, I love you to death, but I will throw you through that fucking front door.
We got kind of a stark, cold reality hitting us when we realized that our friend that died got married last November. He didn't even make it to a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it happened in the fall.
I tell people all the time the reason a lot of people get aggravated and mad at life because they think this is owed to them or this should happen, this needs to be. And I tell them, let me tell you, the day you're born, you're guaranteed one thing in life. One thing. One day your ass will die. That's the only guarantee.
The minute you are born is the minute you're essentially dying.
Yep.
And nobody owes you a goddamn thing. Nobody owes you anything. You are not entitled. You have to work for it.
Oh, God.
I hate it when people feel entitled to shit.
Yep. Like I said, I got plenty of bullets. You think you're entitled to it, come take it. Because I'm going to show you how entitled you are. Yep.
Irritated horse. Wait.
I always hate when people says, well, you retired when you was 46. Oh, it's my fault that I worked my ass off since I was 14.
Yeah.
And made wise choices and still worrying about who I'm going to fuck and what drugs I'm going to do. I was working,
My main sacrifice I did was working for my mom for 12 years in her licensed daycare.
Yeah.
She only gave me $25 a week, but you know what? She gave me free room and board.
Yep. My dad used to tell me something all the time when I was young, and I thought he was crazy. But the older I got, I was like, he's fucking right. There's only one person in this world that'll love you more than anything than God, and that's yourself. And if you can't love yourself, how the fuck do you expect anybody else to love you? And if you don't respect yourself, how you expect anybody else to respect you?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I had to tell a few people recently. I don't have to put up with your shit.
Mm-hmm. Nope. That's why I told her when we, after we got back together after my second wife had passed, because I came down here in 2014 and we met back up, and I told her, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't mind getting back with you, but I said the petty shit, the petty fighting, the little arguments, I'm not gonna accommodate you. And if that's what you want to do, I'm not the guy for you.
Nope.
I'm here to have fun what little bit of time I got left, and I want to be fighting with you or anybody else. Yeah.
You never know how much time you have left. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Hey, she ain't been around me but going on 6 years, and I've done tried to check out twice.
I tried checking out once, and he wouldn't let me. What would you?
I've come close 6 times already. So, like I told my doc, I said, I'm going to slow down. He said, why is that? I said, well, people said, oh, you're like a cat. You got 9 lives. I said, well, I'm running out of numbers.
Oh, shit.
I don't want to push my luck.
By your averages, you have about 3 left?
Yeah, and I'm going to use them sparingly. Kind of like being at the poker table with them last couple of chips. You're going to fold a lot. Till you get a hand you know you can win,
Yes.
Yep. That's why I tell people, life to me is like poker. You got to know when to fold them and know when to hold them.
Know when to run.
Yeah, that's it. Know when to get the fuck out. Yeah.
That's like with me and all this drama that seems to go around. It's like, you know what? I'm 53. I'll be 54 this year. I ain't got time for
That's why you hear me tell Phil, I go, how old are you? Well, I'm 40-something. Well, fucking act like you're 40-something. We're not fucking teenagers no more. Stop all this. Yeah. And I tell people,
the teenage thing I did recently is my hair. It's affecting me.
Out of all the reading of the Bible, if you actually fucking read it, regardless if you're religious or not, there's, you got the deadly sins and stuff. You know what the biggest one to God is? And I bet you can't guess it. What's the biggest sin to God? It's right in the Bible in 4 different places.
Rumor?
Gossip.
Yeah, gossiping.
See, he even thinks murder is bad, but that's less to him than gossip, because, see, murder, you do it one time, the person's dead. Gossip, you kill that person over and over and over and over because you ruin their name, their reputation, their livelihood. Yeah.
That's why you don't see me not very much anymore, except for on Ken and Susan streams.
But the thing is, you go to church, what's the first fucking thing you hear from them old biddies? I can't believe she wore that. I'm like, really, you fuckwads?
Foxhole, that's what they call foxhole Christian.
I call it the fucking hen house.
My dad and his buddies. My dad is the biggest hen house clicker I have ever seen, and this is my dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, I don't care.
Yeah. I don't care who did what and what did who. If it's not affecting me in my backyard, I don't give a shit what they did. I really don't. Now,
like
as soon as you creep over my fence with it, I'm going to put a bullet in your ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Drink water.
Touch my wife or one of my kids, I'm going to put a bullet in. as simple as that. There's no argument. There's no misleading. If you harm me, my wife, or my kids, I'm going to put a fucking bullet in you. That's all it is to it. It's nothing personal. That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
Things that make you go,
Yeah. Hey, just think about it. What's the biggest saying in the military? Friendly fire. There's nothing friendly about it, okay? You pissed off the wrong person.
That's like the biggest thing you'll ever see me get pissed off about is hurting my kid, hurting my old man, and hurting my animals.
Yeah, somebody said, well, they were in the wrong place and they took friendly fire. Well, no, they took friendly fire. They took fire because the dumbass went to a spot he was told not to be.
No, shit.
Yeah. Well, he didn't know how to read a map. And they're like, well, he didn't know how to read a map. Well, then he don't need to be in the military, does he?
No, shit.
Yeah. If you can't read a map, you need to carry a navigator with you.
Anthony, I think you and I have a lot more in common than we even realize.
Hey, I'm just point blank. That's why I tell people, if you want to ask me my opinion, be careful because I'm going to tell you.
That's why he found love with me, is because I'm straight up.
Yeah. Well, there's no reason to lie about shit. My wife said, how's that look? It's like fucking shit.
Yeah, because
and I mean, I don't try to hurt people's feelings, but personally, I don't give a fuck about your feelers. Yeah.
I got mustache in my mouth. That kid.
Hey, better than mustache than nut hairs.
I'm a truly have a man, but well, I've seen him one time. He shaved off his beard and mustache. I swear to God, he looked like one of those beacons. And he was wearing a black turtleneck shirt. And I'm like, honey, that doesn't look good on you. This is not your look.
Yeah.
God, I hate neuropathy.
It's like when people run up to me, do you know what song? I don't give a fuck what so-and-so did. If it didn't interfere with my life or my finances, I don't give a fuck what they did.
As my mom always told me, if they don't pay your bills, put food in your stomach, put a roof over your head, then their opinions mean shit.
Well, I have a little different saying. I just say if they don't do any of those, then fuck them.
Well, fucking them gives them pleasure.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna like my kind of fucking, okay?
No kidding.
Yeah. You ever seen the movie Hellraisers? I'll make it look like a walk through the ballpark. Yeah.
So glad that Susan taught me how to take those pills, because I could take any other pill in this whole world but Imodium. Hard time getting that down.
Yeah.
Susan told me, sit up, stand up.
There's one guy, and I fucked with him for 5 years. And he finally walked up and he says, Anthony, he says, I don't know how this got started. And I can't prove that you've done it. But he said, whatever I did to piss you off, I apologize. He said, can you please stop fucking my shit up? Yeah. And that's all he had to do was apologize for what he done. I left him alone.
I am the first person to ever apologize. If I know that I've done wrong, I will face up to it and I will say, I'm really sorry. I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry. But people rarely apologize to me. People rarely apologize to me.
Yeah, but if I really, really hurt your feelings, that's because I had a good damn reason to.
See, with you and me, we're friends. We can sit here and have a good old conversation. You said like dreams. I really need to say something. You know?
Go fuck. Go fuck yourself. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, I tell people I'm not a feel or logic person. I'm a person that if you're gonna come at me, you come at me with logic and proof and facts, not because you feel. To me, you can feel any way you want. Doesn't mean it makes a difference in my world. I'm a logic person.
I'm a daughter of a Marine.
Yeah.
And he raised me to be tough, a little bit tougher.
Well, yeah.
Mom had to almost soften me up a little bit because I was too tough. And he goes, "It's okay to cry."
Yeah, but see, baby, that's the point. If you use a little logic, you won't have to cool off because you'll go, maybe you're right, maybe you're not. Let's just agree to disagree and go your separate way.
That's why you'll never see me being one of those foo-foo frilly girls who wears makeup all the time. I can't do that because
Hey, I tell her all the time, you want to
Hey.
wear makeup, that's your business. That's just to make you feel better. It does nothing for me. Nothing. In fact, if you put too much on it, I'll let you know.
Anthony's calming me down after being humiliated, Susan.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, if you put too much makeup, I'm the one to walk up and say, "Hey, look, Tammy Faye Baker, motherfucker." Yeah. Yeah, you got it so caked on it looks like a dry creek bed on your face.
Well, this is how my dad got me into makeup. Yes, if you keep your face clear for a month, if you keep your room clean for a month, then I will be the one to buy you your first makeup, but it has to be my choice.
Right.
And
I've got a lot going on here. I didn't realize this was going to be as complicated as it was, so I need to shut this down and go take care of business.
All right.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I will talk to you all later. Thank you all to chat. Thank you all on panel.
Later, everybody.
Later, Susan. Take care, girl.
Yep.